You weren't home over the weekend.
How would you know?
I called.
We went to Olivia Sector's bat mitzvah in Elmsford, but Dan called up with the news.
I don't think you guys should have left Yuli all by himself.
Don't make it sound like we deserted him. He likes being left alone.
We checked in.
How do you think he's taking the news?
He said Peter and Jessica are in his room.
I wish you stopped referring to Mom and Dad as Peter and Jessica.
It ticks me off too. Are those fishing sinkers on your hair?
Yeah?
Fishing sinkers on your hair.
Yeah, they make me way more. Olivia Sector, the school nurse?
She catches Wendy trying to throw up all the time.
She caught me with my finger down my throat in the lunchroom last month.
You know you have a problem.
She says Wendy's bulimic anorexic.
She weighs me whenever she sees me. She weighed me at the mall once.
She says if Wendy loses any more weight, she's going to have to talk to the Department of Health.
Or our parents.
And we don't want that now, do we? Actually, we're worried about you.
Was it another fax?
That's all they ever send.
They can't even stand talking to us.
Where from?
Did you know I've been seeing this guy, Max?
No.
He's nice, but a little strange that he likes his parents.
He's the son of a late marriage.
It just happened that these old people gave birth to him.
Do you love him?
He's been asking where Peter and Jessica are.
Now you've got her doing it.
What is she gonna tell him?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I love him a 3. You can't be my parents because they ran away from home and they're never coming back.
They're just gonna spend the rest of their lives going from one racetrack in American casino to the next.
Forever and ever.
And they never want to see us again.
They said that?
Read my lips, never coming back.
That's what they faxed us this time.
It put me into a food binge at the bat mitzvah.
You were disgusting.
I know that. We got there and I knew I was emotionally vulnerable.
You know you have trouble with food.
She asked if she could help put out the food platters.
I started with an Overeaters Anonymous abstinent meal.
Pasta, tossed salad, sliced beef, and a whole slice of wheat bread.
Like, I was really in control.
But then she started to graze.
I mixed it with the normal kids and I started eating shrimp, egg rolls, baked ziti, designer pizza, baby quitches, salmon, whitefish, creamed herring, and hummus dip.
It was a really great dip with a touch of jalapeno.
That's disgusting.
But then, I felt mentally strange.
Mentally strange?
Like, by our standards.
She disappeared, and I couldn't find her.
I started fixing plates with baguettes, sliced brie, curried buffalo wings, moussaka, crab cakes, and crab casino.
This was like the start. You were such a pig.
Don't call your sister
Don't
that.
tell me what I can and can't say.
I waited until the games and the fun free Polaroid shot sessions. Everyone was away from the desserts.
She laced into the cake.
You didn't see me.
You told me what you did.
I started eating straight from the trays, pushing ladyfingers, strudels, chocolate-covered strawberries, cheesecake, vanilla mousse.
Sick. Petty fours, wild berry, make your own ice cream sundae bar.
My heart was pounding.
Then she took a tray of food outside and hid on the terrace.
I went into a food trance. I had a large loaf of bread and I was smearing desserts all over it.
Everything in the dark became taste like sand.
I've been eating for over 5 hours.
I had to cover my ears or gauge in a reverse peristalsis.
I was shoving the food into my mouth.
She didn't know what anything was anymore.
Grace Applebaum and her date
Last year's valedictorian,
came out onto the terrace.
they almost caught her.
I ran back into the kitchen,
I could upchuck right now.
and then I saw in the kitchen light the food tray in my hands, and I saw large red ants crawling all over my hands, and I felt specks crawling all around my lips.
They were ants.
Bugs all over the food I was eating.
told you. And she didn't spit anything out.
I was so ashamed, and then I did something so terrible, so destructive,
She started to poke the rest of the food on the tray.
looking for pieces of food the ants weren't on.
She was out of her mind.
I started to cry, and then Mrs. Nectar came in, and she was like, "Oh, Gabby, aren't you going to dance? Aren't you going to dance?"